Right. I'm not too sure. This should fix our problem. If I minimize that, it has not. Why has this now happened? I don't like this. Wait, I can make it show. Nope. Has that fixed it? I think it has. And I hope for my sake it has fixed this issue. Which means we can go back to qualifying. Rocky is out. Not quite sure as to the reason why he's out, but I'm sure he's going to turn in general. I believe we are back, and if we are back, we are genuinely cooking. Yes, we are. Let's go. Stream is back up. Rocky, tell me in general what has happened. Why have you retired? Castle section is what I assume has happened to him. At the moment, Aspect is the fastest, but we have yellows in the middle sector. It's the V-carb there of Shadow making his debut. He's lost his entire front wing there, but Bartek and Middle are in the pit lane, and Sways hasn't come out yet because he is disconnected. I'm now going to re-invite him because I got really distracted trying to fix the live stream. There you go, Sways. You've been given a new invite, mate. And I believe Henrique has broken his game in some manner of speaking. Not exactly sure what he's done, but the game is definitely broken. Also, I'm 99% sure both Williams are using two different liveries, so I'm sure at some point after this race they'll try and decide on one they should use. If not, they'll use the default one. That's also the complete wrong server there, Sways, but... anyway, here's one of our new drivers, Dadog. I've seen it, so... yeah, Dadog making his first qualifying here for the Williams team, meaning both Williams drivers, despite their alternate liveries, he does not have the Rovo one on, he's got the Golf one on, Rocky, so I'm sure you'll be able to spectate him to see what's going on with that, but... Oh, you lost your wing at turn 4, right, again, you can see, more focusing on the stream not working. Plus, it's early days in qualifying, it really can. Bartek and Flo are on their inaugural hot laps here as well. Flo is a new driver for the Moto, also known as Flo. Okay, well, the livery stuff confuses me. All I know is this Golf Williams is definitely on its way into a nice position on the grid here. I feel currently P4, but that lap will only get faster from here, 100%. Because final corner's complete. And down the straight we go. First chicane to start the back straight. The small kink to the right for the final official corner. I wouldn't class it as one. Blue flags up, someone being let through. But down the main straight he goes. Where's this lap going to put him? Half a tenth up. Not an improvement, but it is a nice lap. Sways on his lap at the moment. Entering the castle section he goes. This is the pinch point for the race. This is where we could see people getting it entirely wrong. And if they do, that would be a big bit of a problem. Sophie there keeping out the way for her fellow compadres on the circuit. Hopefully they'll be able to work together in the race. All the Mercedes Power Unit vehicles here bar one, I do believe. I think, I'm not 100% sure. Neither Aston Martin here after a few shock changes and a few big changes and stuff along those lines, but at the moment there's a lot of stuff happening for a lot of different people. Across the main straight they go. Sways. Can he make it a provisional pole? He can make it a provisional top 3 though. Wasn't on the pole, that's not what he would have wanted, but well, it might have been what he wanted, but I'm not too sure. All I know is we've got a few at the back going faster. Bartek safely through the castle section for his first 2 laps. I think there's yellow flags again as Sways lets Sophie back through. Those two have a bit of a mutual qualifying agreement. How do you feel? Bartek here. We'll see what he's able to pull out. Got the final sector to go. soon to be the final sector to go. Despite its size, it's quite a long sector. Quite a short sector lap time wise, but quite a long one physical wise. Basically one long flat out section. If you don't take it flat, your hot lap might be over. We've seen some gargantuan crashes here in the past, but not here per se, but I mean at this track in the line space. Bartek moves up to P6. For him, I would say that's a pretty okay lap time. Flamator as well improves up to P5. Instantly improves to P5 and P7. So, for now, all is quiet. We've just got the V-carb here going through the middle sector. The lovely pink V-carb. I must admit that is one of my personal favourite liveries. I do love a bright pink car. Who doesn't, let's be honest. They're cool and lovely. Maybe this will change, I'm not too sure. We've got Haas in the wall. Oh, we've got two Haas's in two different corners. Flo has gone off at turn 3 and Gold has gone off in turn 1. Both Haas's making big mistakes on their laps. Let's go back down to the V-carb here as he crosses the line. What's he going to be able to do? P3. More championship challenges appear to be appearing out of thin air. We had Aspect and Sophie coming in Japan. Nothing really happened in Singapore. A few people rage quite heavily from that. But now we've got Shadow Dragon here, aka Mr. Goodman. Don't know why I struggled so much in trying to remember his username there. But the 67 car of gold there, yes, that was his bloody number and I hate it. Oh well. Rocky again struck with the curse of the Williams car, not being able to qualify that well at the moment, so he's all got it for the race. The race which is in around, I'd say 7 minutes, due to the around minute wait time and game load time and stuff. Anyway, we'll wait and see what goes on. The flow here, if he chooses that pit lane, and if he does, then also Gold is still nursing that damage from his initial hot lap there, so see what he's able to do. Possibly with that front wing damage. I'd urge him to change it if he pits anytime soon. Sorry, being let through there, not sure which one that was, but the folks in the room is about to start his hot lap. Leaps out the other way. Mercedes there. I believe that might have been middle on an out lap, but if I were the Williams, I'd back out quite a bit more and see what we can do. Let's see where this Williams car can go. Currently set down at P9. Teammate dead last. Could they be the first team to have a bottom row lockout? You're going to have to ask the other drivers. I have no idea, Flo. Let's see what Mr. Dado can do on this push lap here. To muster up anything brilliant. There is definitely a tap there on the wall of that Mercedes in front of him, who does keep out the way. I believe that is Sways. Could be Mido. It's Mido. Mido keeping nicely out the way there, but we got Haas as well. I believe that's Flo waiting around to let someone through. Anyway, castle section's up next, really, for our Williams driver here. The second Williams driver to officially get racing. We did have one sign up, but didn't end up racing, so. See, there's a yellow flag before that corner. That's nothing that our Williams driver should be concerned with here. See what he's able to do. 2 sectors to just over a sector, and a bit to go. Ferrari, they're keeping out of the way of him. Over the raised curb. Really want to see where this lap can take you. He's 5 tenths up at the moment, and apparently purple in the middle sector, so This could be a very nice lap for the Williams team. They've been needing a bit of a boost. Rocky did score points last weekend out, I do believe, or the weekend before. That was one of the two, but the team really do need something to really kick them up the order a bit. And hopefully we can get the other driver of Henrique in here today. I hope we can. P7 for the other Williams car. So they won't be starting dead at the back with their alternate liveries. We've got the Haas of Clamato here. Maybe he can be able to... I'm going to try and set... Hen, do I have you added on F125? Yes or no? What is your username, Hen? It's not going to invite you until you answer because I don't think I think I do, but it's not showing you as online. Yeah, you're not being shown as online, mate. Anyway, Flo here starting the pot lap. Oh, he's here now. Hello. Bit random, but trying to sort out three things at once is always lovely, especially when it's so Flo currently down in P number 8. Hopefully he will be able to muster up a better position than he currently is sat in. Maybe the team, that Haas team, can gain a bit of luck from it. We'll see. Nothing really much to comment about. We've got McLaren hunting right behind him. McLaren really going at it to try and get that extra place. We've got just over a minute to go, meaning both of these drivers should get another lap in. However, anyone in the pit lane, which is only gold, I'd say it's too late now to come out. It really is too late. Gold, no matter what, is starting best P9, unless Bartek can foil his plan here. I do have to apologise. We have some choppy audio on the street circuits due to an in-game bug that I, for some reason, cannot fix. The audio starts running again. It's really bad with radio in these. Gold up to P7 there. P7 and 9 for the Haas team. Slightly loses the rear, taps the wall, most definitely there. If I were him, I'd let Sophie through. He is on a push lap here. Avsik as well with the tow from Bartek. We'll see what these guys can do. There's a whole squadron of cars up ahead as well. Aspec has left. Not sure as to the reason why our current pole sitter has left the session there, but not sure. Oh, his Wi-Fi has died. He will be starting on provisional pole. Shadow Dragon currently P2. Mido stays P2, Sway stays, Mido stays P3, Sway stays P4. Can Sophie do anything? If I were Bartek, I'd move out the way. I know you're on a hot lap, Bartek, but let Sophie through. She is definitely on a push lap. Bartek, please move out the way for Sophie. Bartek. Warning for him, most definitely. For failing to listen to blue flags. Doesn't even use DRS. Sophie gets through. Would have been a much better lap, I feel. Bartek went into AI mode again. Right. That will be a points penalty immediately for Bartek. He gets more penalty points. Well, with that, I believe that is our qualifying essentially over. Flo is going to come across the line behind the V-car. No, he isn't. He's coming into the pit lane. So the V-car is starting P2. Red Bull front row lockout. Well, there's our grid for the 4th race of the season, the first Azerbaijan Grand Prix here. Bartek already has a point penalty for usage of AI mode. We're just waiting on the time to tick down. I will urge drivers not to spam A immediately, because some drivers have set their setups up. But, yeah. Hopefully this Azerbaijan Grand Prix will go quite nicely. The initial stream only lasted 5 minutes, but this stream's back up. We shouldn't have any problems with it either. All does go quiet in the stage. All the drivers, all of you should be able to put your setups on, and then we can see who will be victorious around the streets of Azerbaijan. Not another tyre deg track. Oh no, the drivers are going to have to do a 2-stop. Oh well. Anyway, I can hear the ticking down for the possibly 2-stop, possibly 1-stop, possibly 5-stop, knowing some drivers here. Race here in Azerbaijan. Hen will not be joining us because he's joined too late. But I can confirm the lights are on for the first time and hopefully the last time today. We are go, 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 go for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. It's an okay start from the front row. Moves being made already by Bartek down the inside of his teammate, hitting his teammate. Bartek goes into the wall and loses his wing. Flo takes the runoff as a result of that. That's not going to be anything nice between the Ferrari duo at the moment. Currently the V-car trying to make moves there. Gold up into P5, possibly even P4 at the moment. Let's see. Already drama on the opening lap there for a few of the drivers and a few teammates. Mido lets his Sways lets his teammate Mido through. Gold currently held in a position where I don't even think he's raced yet this season. There's another yellow flag at the back of the field. It's for Flows and another runoff. He's really missing the braking points here today. Gold here sees an opportunity to possibly make an overtake. Just gets forced out of it. Sways cuts the corner for his efforts. Let's see through the castle section we go. No overtaking could possibly be done through here, not at this point in the race. But all we know at the moment is Bartek's out. I'm going to assume it's in the castle section right on board with Gold. It's a VSC, I do believe. Yep, Bartek heavily in the wall in the castle section. So there is your first retirement of the race. It's Bartek on lap 1. Bartek dead lap 1 castle section. Mido apparently has wing damage as well. He's missing an end plate. He's missing both, missing the right hand side end plate there. Not a full safety car though, which is the key thing here. And we are back green again. There's a kerfuffle of cars involving Gold and Sophie here. Oh, Gold to the inside of... Oh, Gold to the inside of Sways. Sophie gets through on 1. Can she get through on 2? There's 3 right into the corner. This can't end well. They hit each other, but they're all somehow still going in this race. My, oh my, that could have been a very bad incident. They're almost back in the same running order, so he's back ahead of Gold. Gold trying to keep the wheels of Dadog behind, and Gold's in the wall, losing an end plate. Dadog surely got held up by that. But at the moment, I would have said it's calmed down, but currently I can't really tell what's happening because there's that much going on. Lots of damage on that front wing of Gold. Over him, I can really put up to a set of hards. He's already on a set of hards, which will be a bit of a wasted strategy here, which he is. So he's going to have to come and change that at some point, because Baku is a circuit we really need the downforce through this middle sector, as we've seen with Bartek. He's also losing time to the guys behind. If you look, Dadog is now right on the diffuser there of Gold. Bit of jittering as the lag starts to set in. Dadog really pushing. There's got a few fans watching on the Gold. He might actually have a chance to get here. We're right on board with the Williams driver. This is the audio code that I've been having with this crack. It doesn't really fit itself at other cracks. It's the problem we've been having through the very fast right-hand chicane. Right-hand part of the chicane. Mental stuff. There we go, blasting past he goes. Gold trying to scoot his nose on the inside, just unable to. If I were him, I would think about possibly hitting with this damage. There's Rocky, who almost drives into the side of him there. My oh my, yeah, Rocky blasts past Gold here. That sounded like a very hefty hit from too short. Assetto as well is about to get past Gold here. It's going to be an easy lunge on Gold. Does he force it? Yes, he does, and he loses part of his wing for it. My word. Assetto has seen him dominate races before, but it's appears this game is a different breed for him. Seems to be struggling a slight bit to get used to these cars, but Gold doesn't actually let him see his efforts there, so Gold feels partly at fault for that little incident they just had, so fight towards the front. They're all very evenly spaced out here. There's not really much to commentate on in the front pack. It's mainly this trio towards the back of these Gold hitting through there. Assetto as well, driving into the back of Rocky there. That Ferrari is missing both end plates. That's normally not a good sign. This one's going straight, which is really the sector where you're going to go the most if you don't have any wings like you have here. So for now, he's going to be blasting through the field on the straights, but in the corners, he's going to be absolutely dire. They both use the pit lane. Gold is out in the pit lane! He caught that at the best possible opportunity. Gold enters the pit lane too fast. With his wing damage, ends up in the barrier and out of the event. My word, you can't make this stuff up. Oh, yeah, Assetto rejoins here with hopefully a new front wing, which I can see on him. A new set of tyres there. Hopefully he'll be able to find his way back into the groove of things. Maybe an early stop is what he needed. Gold commenting saying it's a brilliant move. As you can see the hards there for Assetto. Aspec on the hards as well. A lot of the drivers on the hards. I think P2 here. Yeah, on the medium. Same with P3, P4, and P5. P4 on the medium, P5 on the hards. P6 we see on the hards. Same with P7, P8, and P9. So already 2 people out of the event. And we're not even 5 laps in. Real drama so far here today. Absolute drama. Best way I could say anything about this. Luckily, no safety cars yet. Only one virtual safety car. There was a chance for there is a red there is a chance of a red flag here today due to the current width of the track, shall we say? Well, we'll see. There's a lot of stuff that can happen. Oh, P2's out. P2 in turn 1 has retired as he hit the inside wall. I looked away for a second, and the safety car's out. My, oh my, oh my. Rocky into the pit lane. If I were Flo as well, I would dart to the pit lane here because it's a free pit stop for these guys. They might be able to gain some under the pacing time. Assetto here will gain from that pit stop. Which wall did you slam into, my friend? Inside wall or outside wall? That is the real question here. To be at the inside wall, that's more understandable. Yeah, inside wall. That is believable at this track. If you hit the wall, you bounce off. Assetto getting through on Flamato here, so safety car does come out on lap 5 with 3 retirements already. So safety car's out at this moment in time. I believe Mido would just lose the championship lead. Also, Mido telling his teammate that he needs to change his front wing here, so if I was Sways, I would... Sways being on the... Both Mercedes being on the mediums has put him in a rough spot here. I think Sways is going to try hold up the rest of the field so his teammate can come out with a free pit stop here, which if so is a somewhat scummy tactic. But I like that idea. It's not illegal by any meaning of the words. You know, it's not like it's intentional blocking because it's a safety car. He's adhering to his delta. But, well, I did not have it on my bingo cards. Aspect stays out, of course. He's on the hard tyre. He can choose to stay out here. Mido here, just going to enter the pit lane. Needs to slow down a bit or else he'll crash like Gold did. We'll go to P2. There's definitely enough of a gap there. Question is, does Sophie and Dadog pit? Dadog's on the hards, why would he have to pit? Anyway, Mido's in. Assetto has retired. I'm not sure if that was a manual retirement or... Yeah, it's a manual retirement, so I don't know the reason he's done that, but they're dropping like flies at this rate. It will be in race end by lap 20, I feel. The race will be over by then. Also, very interesting there, the Aston Martin Red Bull race leader has said that everyone who's pitted has lost race flexibility, so... As we see Flo making another mistake down a runoff. He's doing it right. Instead of trying to take the corners and hitting the wall, he's dancing down the runoff, but he loses more time from possibly losing a bit of his wing than trying to do it properly. So. Almost the entire field is caught up, the 7 of them. I have a feeling if we go below a certain threshold, the race will have to end prematurely with the results we get. Mercedes saying they can win this race if they work together here. Both Williams are still in this race. they might have rough work here and gaining some nice points here in the championship to hope their season gets a bit better. Now the question is, will the safety car be in this lap or not? So will the safety car be in this lap? We're normally told by here, so I don't know. Yeah, we're staying out another lap for the safety car, I believe. Which we are, so drivers get one more lap with comfortability before we go back to a bit more of a hectic, insane race here in Baku. Already 4 retirements, which means this is the first race where both Ferraris will not be scoring any championship points. The race finishes early due to mass retirements before lap 13 it will be. Seems unlikely but is plausible. That means we'd get half points up until half points mid-race distance, and by then it would be if we don't get past half points. Feeling it'll have to be a vote post-race. We'll have to see how this event does unfold, because at the moment, with a rate of 40 alternate laps, the top 3 would be the last one in by lap 16, so will be in this lap, I'm pretty sure, but we can always have a look. There we go, safety car's leading, Aspect leading today. Hopefully we can see him win the second start to this season. Sophie, of course, nearly being able to do that. He's been able to sub him from the current team and then become a driver there, so we'll be able to see what we can do with the remainder of the race, which may be ended early due to problems if the amount of retirements continues on. Aspect decides to go now. Of course, no rotations on the start-finish line, but at the moment has to set the score some valuable points. Same with Williams. Back there side by side. That's Mercedes brushing the wall. Mido trying to get through on Rocky. Rocky then losing the front out and sprays again, tries to the inside of his teammate. Oh, and the other Williams getting squirrely there of Dadog. Does Mido have enough damage? That is the question. They really can't sustain much damage in those cars. But at the moment we see 3 wide at the back between the 2 Williams and the Haas. Contact between 2 very familiar friends. At the back of the pack. Williams being shuffled down the order there, unfortunately, but at the moment we see that there is definitely a a battle starting to form in the mid-pack between Mercedes and the McLaren. They might try to use their full lead attack to do both cycling at the same point to turn 1. Which I'm sure will be something there we go. Mercedes sways, so I believe it's from wing damage. We can't see it from the onboard. He is missing an end plate there, so here's Middo missing an end plate as well. He's just sways. He's missing that end plate, and unfortunately, because of this squabbling at the back, it's meant that Aspect has shot off into the lead. But we could have a possible overtake for position here. Running through the chicane, there you go. We'll be able to see what can happen. Middo pulls to the outside, bangs Sophie on the side. Sways gets through as well. Two Mercedes easily making work of that McLaren there, as we see the Williams and the Haas as well side by side. Dadog versus Gold. Two people that also know each other very well. These two are good chums from what I can imagine, and from what I've been told by some others. Currently, I think the rest of the pack right here, Gold on the inside of the Williams, forcing him slightly wide. Flow on the inside of the Williams there. Stop and Flow goes off. Very nearly puts himself out of the race with that one. And was most definitely probably giving himself wing damage. The Williams going side by side and they touch. Very risky overtake there from Rocky on his teammate. I really do question if that sort of move was really plausible there. Stayed out, so he does have a bit of minor wing damage right at all of them. I hope it's camera with James, but you can see him trying to chase down his teammate. The two Williams in two different areas, so to pick out Uzu, which is rather lovely. Mercedes, McLaren. Two Mercedes who are just going to start working together to try and move towards the Red Bull that is leading the race. Because that's what I'd be doing if I were these guys. I know for a fact there's a 1-2 on the table. Looking at a teammate here. We could see a move here into turn 1 as Sophie comes into the pit lane. Maybe this is the point in the race when the hearts start to go away for some, as we said, as we saw. Some of them saying it was a 2-stop earlier before this race. Flo retired there. I think he's retired in the pit lane. I'm sure we'll be told. I think he's done the same as his teammate here. It's a bit of an ironic twist for the two Hasses to DNF in the same way. Yeah. Yeah, if you have anything in this, that's all you need to say. Speaking of so very annoyed about. That was definitely a hit on the wall there from Middo. Somehow he's not lost his wing. Now, yeah. Slowly getting towards each other. That was almost a very big accident. Taking out both Mercedes. Most definitely. Let's see. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Might have a bit of a stutter there, but for now, it's Red Bull, Mercedes, Williams. So now we need to see the result of the season. That's the DRS move possibly chase down the race leader. So if I were in Mercedes' hand, I'd try to see which driver can do what. So if Suarez is able to catch up to the back of the race leader. That Mercedes catching up towards the Williams car. That might be a fun to see. You see Mercedes trying to put together today on our race leader. Who I fear at this moment in time may have to win, even if they're towards the race leader. They are trying to approach. Real shame we lost so many people so early on. As Lennon takes the pit lane, those hearts finally giving up the ghost for him on lap 13. The next fight here is Sophie versus Sophie. Sophie here quickly back up into the top four. Sophie round the outside, a very nice move, but hits the wall. Rocky might be able to sling one up the inside, which he's trying to do. There's contact, and Rocky goes spinning. My oh my, that was an ambitious overtake. That really hasn't paid off well, but that has given Sophie the ability to possibly run away with this now. Sophie has well and truly taken that position from Rocky, getting up the pit lane here, onto the set of mediums. That appears to be the strategy everyone's going for, hard mediums. Well, the Mercedes still running line of sun. Sophie, they're getting a penalty, I'm pretty sure. Unfortunately, this race is not exactly that engaging. There's one or two overtakes here and there. See Sway is being possibly hunted down by his teammate. There's like a lot of the drivers clanking the wall. Middle actually lost out a bit there from that. Well, yes, he has. He's half of his wing. Half of his wing has vanished. Last couple of corners. So that very loud hit roll that we heard was probably that wing getting dislodged and vanishing. So. My oh my, drama starting to unfold for that Mercedes team. Might not be able to get out of the bag with this one. Mercedes, they're set to haul a lot of points in as he does pit middle into the pit lane. It must be a strategical stop into the hards. Be around 11 laps, 12 laps for him to go to the end. shoot towards him though. Oh, and he's in the wall again immediately. Out the pit lane, he bangs the wall. Luckily, his gun isn't damaged. The structural integrity will be, but nothing has fallen off just yet. So, quite a bit here from everyone. Well, really, that big bit of drama has brought Sophie into the podium place in the division. Good to see Sophie in the podium again, and good to be his first race off of the podium. So far, he's finished every event so far on the podium. Almost every race Mercedes has had at least one podium. They are really, really well. They're like the Constructors' Championship at the moment. Meaning they'll be able to really benefit with the teams that only have one active driver, one or two active drivers. So. Sways gets a penalty to speed in the pit lane, but the top two are in. And the two Williams swap places. So Sways will have to pit again probably to save that penalty. Sophie's going to get through. Sways. Sways onto the hards though. There's the problem, he's going to have to pit late in this race to try and get that penalty. Williams cars are switching places like nobody's business. Rookies on the inside. Not much wrong on the exit there for either of them. I think he's just trying to back out. They're side by side again, almost. They do touch on the exit though. Really no lost love between the two of them here. Which means it could all end in tears. Mercedes versus McLaren, two cars with the same power unit starting with the same letter. So, provisionally, it's all going dandy for them. I mean, those two drivers are quite close, but they're a lot worse. There's a really nice line there from Sways. Can he possibly make an overtake on the car in front of him? I think he waits the DRS zone here or is to try just before that. You see the now going to the DRS zone. He is right on the back of that car. If there is any form of possible overtake, it's going to come here soon. He's going to get the DRS no matter what. He's got an overlap. He's just ahead, and with the DRS, he solidifies that position. Both of them just giving enough to let themselves have a nice fight. So you see Meadow slowly gaining pace. So he's going to try and pray for another overtake. Sophie, I think, might actually be at risk here of Meadow. So, if I was swayed, it was Sophie pitting, I would take the chance and have a free pit stop and possibly get rid of the penalty and possibly then gain up those in front. As Aspect gets another fastest lap here. Not really seen him much in this race, but we we've seen him absolutely dominate the race so far, and Sophie darts to the pit lane here, so I think it's a grid penalty, but it is a tyre change. One Williams car is going to go past. Is the second one going to be able to make it through? I don't know. Out the pit lane she comes. Miles ahead of the next car, so making his debut for the Williams team. Thought he had an opportunity to drive for the goal. He did, but he chose to realise it was a big mistake on the exit. That allows Sophie a nearly clean overtake. Just having to squeeze Dado towards the wall to prevent him from getting an overlap back to overtake her. But for now, we've brought in a pit stop there, which is where he's putting himself back. He's not the medium, but we see Swayze here. Middle behind him. Swayze, of course, won't be finishing P2 at the moment. With his penalty, his teammate will definitely get ahead of him. So, unless he chooses a pit stop. Lap 19, 6 cars remain of the 11 that started. Mercedes, closest cars on the whole track at the moment. Maybe they've realised the win might be just out of their grasp at the moment. See Mido trying to push towards his teammate. Mido starting to gain towards his teammate. The gap slowly coming down here. It was 1.8, 1.9 last lap, so really going to try and get towards his teammate. Towards gaining position to his teammate. There's a bit of a dunk on the wall. Mercedes starting here. The gap's not exactly shrinking. Slowly shrinking, sure, but softs. So here is some real changing up in the race. You can see the two Mercedes now. We can see Swayze here sacrifice a bit of his race with his wing damage and his penalties to try and get his teammate his first win of the season to get another win so far. You'd love to see it here. Swayze slowly pushing towards Assetto. He's not really susceptible to it. At least he's not We'll see what first part, the first 15 this race really died down into being a really nothing festival, but point right now I have a 13-second gap to the car behind and then a 27 gap car further back. I would choose a late pit stop, try and get the fastest lap here. Because being honest, he's losing that podium. Luckily, if the Super City starts racing. Anyway, as I said, so far he's got a podium in every single race. Again, the Super Series get close, get further, get closer then further, so... now for top 3. Hopefully they'll be able to seems like Sways will be losing out on that podium. Some of the advantage Sways is having. Feeling here Mercedes have done everything they can, but the man has led every single lap. I'm pretty sure I'd have to go back and double check. But given the fact he's done this much this far, given the lap with I was going to say a lap without time and time. He comes through the first corner for the final time here today, and he should be able to easily claim the win here. We could probably do a donut or a burnout on the start for this one if you saw Jesus' that competition. So to do 2 wins in the season here, but he will also be the first driver to get 2 wins for 2 different manufacturers. Slight brush on the wall there, but that will mean nothing for him. Everyone has tried their best here today to really shake up the final race results. Shame Ferrari will not be scoring their coveted championship points. Great shame to Mercedes that they couldn't take a win out of our championship leader. He will lead the championship when he crosses the line. He's going skipper on the main straight. He can slow right down here. I'm pretty sure he's going to try and do a donut on the start-finish line. He tried, but the race ended before he could. He has won the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, becoming a two-time race winner. Next across the line is going to be Swayze, but he will not remain P2 mid-overall because of that time penalty. So he crosses the line at only a 24-second gap behind the race leader. Now the question is, will Sophie? No, she won't. Sophie will come across the line here in P4 to round out the finishing slate of the front pack. Unfortunately, the two Williams really being caught out here, but they should come across the line here to take home the maximum amount of points they can for 5th and 6th. Of course, the championship standings will be posted after the eye. We'll be able to see what can happen here. Williams will definitely be jumping up the order from that, but for now, we wait for Rocky to finish his second race of the season, not being able to get better than P5. He comes across the line here, he will finish out the final pack. And with Rocky crossing the line here, that will mark the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, the most boring Grand Prix of the season. He crashes before the start-finish line, trying to do a donut. Dog P5 on debut, best of the rookies so far. Rocky does a donut there. He's going to cross the start-finish line. Hopefully there's not an infringement for that. But with that, we're done here for the day. And it is a Grand Slam 4 aspect. With that, our